Hey nerds, and welcome to The Gutter. My name is Steve-O, and this is the Gutter Nerds Podcast. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 14. Today we're going to be talking about games for anime lovers, and we're going to have a discussion and give you some recommendations. Joining me today, the mediumest weeboo I've ever met.
Medium? How dare you?
You're medium weeb.
That's not even true.
I
you don't even know me.
I even say you're medium, to be honest.
The Queen meme animator over there.
Is this Corporate Cal?
Wow.
And on the other end of the spectrum is Queen Weeb.
Queen of the Weeb.
Bree Senpai.
We're peons in front of you, Bree, okay? Jeez.
And Alex, I don't know you well enough to be able to
guys?
estimate, so why don't you tell me on a 1 out of 5
It's about my standard.
where
Medium,
you...
yes.
I would say about a 4.
I was going to say 5, 4, 3, 2.
You are way wrong.
It's sort of
I am like more...
what you been playing, Cal?
TFT. Lots of teamfight tactics.
Teamfight Tactics? Yeah.
Down on that.
You and Alex hung out last week and you got some W's.
Yeah, no, I just played one game and I showed Alex how the game worked and I got a first place on the first game I played on your account. So you're welcome.
Hey!
But it wasn't a ranked. So, you're welcome.
What is this?
Teamfight Tactics, it's like an 8-player RNGesus-based chess game on the League of Legends client.
It's like a yeah.
It's an
Have you ever heard of auto chess?
And it is super fun.
Me neither.
I have no idea.
It's a sort of a tactical
chess game. Like
with
you start with level 1
with a lot
units,
of random shit
like
in it.
3 level 1 units equals a level 2 units.
Let me tell y'all.
3 level 2 units
When
equals
y'all
level
said
3.
chess, I kept thinking chest.
Yeah, it's a
We're playing a chess game.
Wait a minute. Hey, bro.
No!
We're playing a chess game,
No,
Bob.
not that! I meant
okay,
like a
sorry.
treasure.
Treasure No, we're just talking about chess.
And I was like,
chess.
Chest and breasts.
Chess and chess game.
Yeah, what's up, yo? Yeah, do some reps. Do some.
There's a bench press up in here for the chess game, bro.
and in my mind, I'm like, why is this so interesting? It's chest. But y'all are saying chess. Chess.
Yeah.
Chess. Okay.
Absolutely. What about you, Bree? What have you been playing?
I played Splatoon because they had their last Splatfest, and I wanted to be a part of it.
That's pretty. Yeah, I think I don't know that I would immediately want to be part of something called Splatfest, not knowing what it's like involving.
Oh, you love being part of Splatfest, Steve-O. Come with me.
Did you go to
I'm gonna bring you to
Corporate Cal's Splatfest 2019?
They had the Splat.
rough.
It was the Splat Apocalypse, and it was them. So they led you to think that there's 2 idols in Splatoon, and they're the ones who introduce you every time you get on the game, and they tell you like what's new to the game, and like the maps for the hour because they changed the maps by the hour. And so this last Splatfest, they were saying like you have to pick Team Chaos, which was the like hyper idol. She was like a pink little and her name was Pearl, and then the other one was Team Order, and it was Marina, and she was like this cute like black octopus girl. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna go for Team Order because like she's adorable and I want her to stay. But friggin' Team Chaos won. But then at the end they were like, because when you get clout is how much like you try to fight like in the game to win points for that other team.
Right. So you're playing like match after match, and whenever you win, points go towards whatever side you've claimed allegiance to.
Yeah.
I think For Honor does that just like throughout the course of a season. You know, like you sort of ally with whatever faction you want, and then each season like one faction wins.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the year.
And they would do them a lot. Like they would do like witches and wizards or narwhals and turtles or something. I don't know. They did some weird ones sometimes.
Narwhals and
But,
turtles.
yeah, like I don't know. And this was the last one, so I was like, okay, cool. I want to be a part of it because then there was rumors of Splatoon 3 coming out, and I was like,
yeah,
I got to be a part of it.
Chat, what have you guys been playing? Let me know. Philip, let me know what you've been playing lately. Meanwhile, before I get to you, Alex, because what you've been playing is a little bit hefty. It's a longer explanation.
Sure.
So I have been playing Resident Evil 2 lately. I mentioned this a couple times on stream, the remake, and it has grabbed me by every hair on my body and has held me tight.
But you don't have that much hair on your
There's
body.
not a lot. But
Wait, why are you playing it again?
So I usually play a game, and then when I'm done with the game, I'm like, cool, that was fun, next game. But after I finished Resident Evil 2, I was like, I'm gonna go through and get good. I want to play it on Survivor mode. I haven't even gotten to Survivor mode yet. I've just been playing the game over and over again, just like having fun playing. It's so good.
Nice.
I have some minor gripes, but it's just shit. It's awesome. I also got Nerdez got me Sekiro and Division 2.
Hell yeah.
So I'm probably gonna start Sekiro, I think, on Friday.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Get some like thumb bandages and like some like water ready.
Maybe some oil.
Maybe like a stuffed doll or something to throw or squeeze.
all my hand oil, I have to replenish it.
I heard just don't think about it like Dark Souls.
Don't think about it like
Really,
Dark Souls.
that's some
That's
good
what I've
advice.
heard.
Should I think about it like Ninja Gaiden?
No, I've heard just think of it as its own game. Like
Okay.
I heard don't think of it as anything else, but it's what it's trying to be.
Okay. Don't try to bring past knowledge and
Yeah.
force it into a
Yeah.
round peg into a square hole or
Yeah.
whatever.
You can
Okay.
put a round peg in a square hole.
You shove hard enough, you can fit the fuck in there.
Yeah, right. Put enough grease on the wheel, you'll make it spin.
Shave that shit down.
That's right.
Alex, what have you been playing?
Man, so this whole weekend I've been pretty busy playing a lot of games. I was at QuakeCon
Woohoo!
over the
Woo!
weekend. So
That was in Dallas, right?
Yeah, that was in Dallas. It was at the Gaylord Tex, and they host it every year.
That was DoomCon.
Yeah, this year is the year of Doom because they're releasing
Sure.
their new game Doom or
Eternal.
Eternal.
Something?
Yeah, Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
And so that looks really badass.
You got to play Doom Eternal?
No, actually I didn't.
Did they show it?
Yeah, they had it there.
Okay.
They had it there, free to play. A lot of people had it on their computers.
What's a normal Doom or a QuakeCon like? Is it just like a giant LAN party,
Yeah.
or do they have like presentations and like what am I thinking of?
It sounds kind of like
panels.
Panels, yeah. Do they have panels and stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I was gonna say it sounds kind of like DreamHack, where there's competition going on around you,
Right.
And you also have to bring your own computer with
Right.
friends around you. But they're also at late night. They're gonna bring like, some
Parties.
fun party events for you to enjoy, and it's at a hotel, so that makes it a different style of theme. So you can have hotel parties with your friends. You can,
Yeah.
You can,
Right, that's
you
the
can
fun.
crash
For-
there.
for
you know?
you, there's a huge percentage of any convention that the party and the hotel party is a big percentage of. So like the con, like the associated material, what percentage of it? So let's say, what percentage of the con is the party for you?
Depends on the con.
So you
So
will
PAX
go to a
South.
con with zero party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, PAX South is we don't party during the con. We party after hours.
Right.
So we party at night.
Yeah.
So the con, I don't party at PAX, and I don't really party at DreamHack except at night when we're drinking beers with friends. Like it's a nighttime thing. I don't party during the day.
Yeah.
Anyways, back
Fair
to
enough.
back-
So
back-
you took
back
your
to QuakeCon.
PC. You took your PC to QuakeCon, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you get in a huge room and you.
Yeah, so like
Plug in.
the auditorium, it was like, I don't know, I want to say like 5 school gyms. Just imagine being in a school gym. Like it felt like being at a school sleepover
like a football
or what,
stadium.
a stay-in.
Yeah.
Do they
a
close it
lock-in.
down at some point, or can you just go?
No, it's free. You can come in and go.
If you have a bad
but it
space,
just
you can
feels
Yeah,
like that
usually.
kind of lock-in.
That's
thing.
pretty cool.
And so
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. I think I would like to try like a 24-hour gaming session.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I've never done that before. I've done 16. I've done 12 and I've done 16. Mm-hmm. I think before I turn 40,
Yeah.
which is in a few years, I would, because I think after that's gonna be harder.
Try to stay
Or it's just
awake.
gonna keep getting harder between now and then.
Just come to DreamHack or QuakeCon with us next year, buddy.
And DreamHack is
Dallas.
Yeah.
oh, DreamHack is Dallas and QuakeCon is Dallas.
Yeah, they're
Pretty
both in
much.
Dallas.
Okay. Bring some shit to Fort Worth, y'all.
Right.
Oh, it's not that far.
It's a bit of a
It's
a bit of a
Dallas
drive.
is- You can
Dallas
ride
is
with
the party
me.
city.
What is
That's where
wrong
all the
with
fun
you?
stuff happens.
I say that you guys drive from all over fuck town to come here, and I'm
Right.
like, it's down the street. What the hell? Like, so yeah. So overall, your QuakeCon experience.
It was so awesome. I loved it. Like, I loved the community and just all the people there. I made some new friends while I was there, hanging out with people, playing games. Actually, I think one of the coolest things that happened is that we were playing Overwatch, and we were just playing quick play. So me and my crew, 6 stack, were just playing quick play, and then we got paired up with another 6 stack, and they were like, "We're at QuakeCon 2019, the best gaming event or best gaming con in the USA." And like, "Hey, we're here too!" And they were like, we just started yelling, like started yelling the users' names, and they were like 3 rows behind us.
Yeah.
Did you smurf on him? Did you beat
Well,
their ass?
actually, it was funny. One of our guys was watching their character selects and calling it out.
That's awesome.
Genji back here.
It was like, "Fuck you!"
Oh, that's awesome. That's too good. Oh yeah.
It was
Definitely,
great.
definitely get checked by a doctor before you try a 24-hour gaming session.
Yeah.
Especially if you're over 30. My
Can your
God.
heart take it? All the balls and energy drinks trying to keep you awake.
Well, I would think I would like good food. I would have that there, all ready to
Right.
go. I wouldn't forego biological functions or anything like that. I don't want to go septic in the middle of QuakeCon. But I think it's awesome. So Ani says she's been playing Final Fantasy 14, sucking all the time, but she did squeeze in some time on the Switch. Boyfriend just got her Fire Emblem,
Nice.
so she'll get to mess with Fire Emblem soon. Fire Emblem, I would say, is a game that is very anime inspired.
For sure.
Would you say?
Yeah.
Which brings us to our topic of the day.
Yeah. Topic.
Anime games.
Nice transition.
So, what we're going to talk about is some games inspired by anime, or games that have a very anime slant to them. And then we will talk about games that are based on literal anime after that. So, first and foremost, I went to the interwebs. And I asked people for some, for some input and some whatever they would recommend. And so the first recommendation comes from me. If you're an anime fan, I think that you would probably enjoy, and you're going to hear the word RPG a lot today.
Yeah. I bet.
That's just the way that it is.
That is a lie.
That is the way that it is.
Strategy or
The Tales series, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss,
Disgaea?
except not that one, that was terrible. Specifically, I want to recommend to you
Valkyria.
Tales of Vesperia.
That's what it was.
Tales of Vesperia came out originally in 2008 on the 360. It was actually a 360, I think, exclusive. I think it eventually came out to PS3, and it has eventually gotten to everything. Like, they've put remasters and stuff on. It's pretty much available wherever now. Originally came out in 2008, and it is an RPG, the story-based RPG, but it's got multiplayer combat in it. So the single first player moves the character around the world, talks to people, interacts, accepts quests, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you go into battle, then up to 4 people, the full party is played by different people. You can have AI run it, but it's all real-time action. So
That's cool.
you have... It sort of plays a little bit like a watered-down version of Smash Brothers, where you have one, like, A button is your attack, and B button is special, and then depending on the direction you press, it alters what it does.
Okay.
So you can do magic or special attacks and abilities and combo them with each other. There's not really a lot of, like, dodging, so it's not, true action like you would think maybe like Kingdom Hearts or something like that.
That's what I
or
was
Final
thinking.
Fantasy 15. It's not quite that, like, fast-paced. But it's fun, and Vesperia has a great story. It's very colorful and awesome. So yeah, and if you guys in chat, if you think of something that you want to recommend, toss it out and tell me why. So before I get into what some of the other internet folk recommended, do you guys have a recommendation off the bat?
I have a really old game that's kind of anime-like.
What you got?
Brave Fencer Musashi for the original PlayStation.
That's PS1, right?
Yeah, PS1.
Okay, so what's that game like?
It's RPG. It's just very I need to show you a photo, and I should have thought about this, like, sending this earlier.
Totally okay. Yeah.
But
so it is like a Final Fantasy style RPG.
no, it's like a run around, collect things, fight enemies style. Kind of like what you were talking about.
When
but
you go
single
into
player.
combat, is combat all done on the map, or do you go into a combat screen?
It's all done on the map,
Okay.
Oh, so it's tactical,
if I remember correctly.
right? So they're like moving, you're positioning them in certain squares.
Now, Brave Fencer Musashi,
See? Very
his
anime hair like, very,
Oops.
Oh, you're good.
very.
it's on PS1. You can probably. I don't know if you can get it on PS1 Classic or if it's available in any other way. You may have to literally go get like a PS3 or a PS1 and grab a disc
I'm trying to see
somewhere.
the fighting.
That's what I was going to look at real quick too. See, I'm going to look at it real quick.
Pull that up. And is this a game that you have played or a game you have seen?
I watched my brother play it like
You watched your brother
years
play it?
ago. Yeah, it's
Okay.
run around as the advertisement goes. It's run around, play, collect things, storyline, kind of like the old school Zelda style game.
Okay, so
Like
it
3D
is like an
zone.
adventure RPG.
Yeah, adventure RPG. That's the best way to put it.
Okay. Yeah. So it actually, it has sort of like a Final Fantasy VII kind of aesthetic to it,
Yes.
a little bit, and it has,
Sorry.
what am I thinking? Text
Storyline.
blocks, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
like
Final
text
Fantasy,
conversation.
Yeah. So we're run around, walk around, do things. It's an old school. That's the one that off the top of my head I thought.
Yeah, yeah. What about you guys over there on the couch? Do you have something that you want to recommend? An anime-inspired game?
Well, I just discovered this one game the other day. I was looking for some new indie games, and this one was recommended to me by Steam. It's called Disgaea.
And hey, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
There's Disgaea 5 right there.
Yeah.
The Disgaea is sort of a long-running series, right? So Disgaea's been around since the PS2. The first one came out on PS2 in 2003.
Yeah.
Disgaea 5 came out in 2015, and it's available on literally everything but the Xbox One. Like, you can play it on PS3, you can play it on PS4, you can play it on the Switch. I think.
What about PC?
You can play it on PC.
For sure. I was
Isn't
looking
it
to get
like a
this one.
Final Fantasy Tactics clone?
I
Yeah,
mean,
how is this different from
it
Final
is? It
Fantasy?
is a tactics game.
I mean, but is it like basically a clone, different classes, position units?
Yeah. So one of the things about the game is
Yeah.
that you're supposed to be able to do literally anything you want with your teams, with your abilities. Everything's supposed to be completely customizable, and I just found that really intriguing. It's like, man, you could probably come up with some crazy ass combos with you and your team.
I haven't played them in a long time, but they're a lot of fun. Like, they just released something on the PS4 because I got a free theme for them.
Okay.
And
So
it's-
you've played it before?
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
they're so much fun because they have like another series, and I forget what it's called too. But those ones are really fun. Their games are fun, but it's just a lot of people don't like turn-based style games anymore.
Right.
So like Oni said, Persona.
Right.
Personas are so much fun.
And that was, I figured someone would recommend the Persona series.
Yeah, I was actually
sure.
gonna say Nier Automata.
I like that one too.
That game is beautiful.
Oh, Nier Automata, yes.
The music.
And that is available on PS4, Xbox One. Is it available
It's
on
on
PC?
Steam.
And it's on Steam as well. Okay, great. Hey, Stacy, maybe the upcoming code. Actually, yes, we're gonna talk about Code Vein here in a little bit. That is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Ani says Persona series would be my go-to recommend. Also, my absolute fave feel-good games are the Atelier series, and no one ever seems to know what they are. Atelier Zero, is that it? No, I have heard of it. So, were you a Final Fantasy Tactics fan, Alex?
Yeah. I played a little bit of it. I remember having like Crystal Warriors on my little iPod back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always liked tactics games.
And so Disgaea was. Did you get it when it was recommended to you?
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna get it like soon.
Okay.
I think it's on sale right now for like $2.
Sales get you. Yeah. So the one of the ones that was recommended by MLU Gaming is. This is a game called Zone of the Enders. Specifically, this is Zone of the Enders 2. Okay. And this is a game by Hideo Kojima. So Zone of the Enders came out right before Metal Gear. The first Zone of the Enders came out right before Metal Gear Solid 2. The first one came out in 2001. The second one came out in 2003. And if you like really frenetic mech space battle, full in space, like you're not on the ground, you're like flying around, zooming around. And also, if you like your mechs to have giant fucking dicks, then this is the game for you.
You sold it to me, bro.
Because
Fucking sold me, bro.
the cockpits are in the cock. They all.
Look at those dongs.
Do you see this?
They're not tails though. They could be tails.
There are some tails. Yeah, there's some tails.
That's
right there.
okay. If you guys have ever watched Darling in the Franxx, which is a mech anime, that is about kids who are 15 and they have to have a connection with the other person
That means they're
to
fucking.
ride the pilot, and the guy is literally here and the girl is literally right here, and that's how he controls the pilot with her, like she has to be comfortable the whole time. It's intense.
That's
one of my favorite animes.
I hear it's a really good anime. I've heard it's really good, but that is
so
a
wonderful.
wacky premise.
But
right?
it's so intense. Yeah.
That's so weird.
And like, what is it like? Basically, they're not compatible if they're not.
Like if they don't connect like in a certain way, then they won't be able to start the robot.
Right.
And it's not.
So if you're a Darling in the Franxx fan, do you think if you missed Zone of the Enders that this would be something that maybe you would enjoy? Because the first game is very low scale. Like it's about a kid, right? And like the kid has to learn how to pilot this thing and like save his friends and get it to the moon.
I don't know if I would be, because mechs are
Look how awesome
mech
this is.
games
This
are
looks
hard
sick.
for me to get into.
Really?
Fun.
Yeah, like the one I got into on the Switch that's coming out in September, the Daemon X Machina.
Yeah, Daemon X Machina.
yeah.
Like that one, I'm kind of excited for because it's so free. Like it gives me so much like freeness to it. But like with those, I feel so like restricted, and I feel like I'm playing like Dragon Ball Z Tenkai or Budokai or something like that, and like I'm just like in an arena.
Interesting.
And then it just like it just gets boring to me.
So yeah, there is sort of a. There's also an anime for Zone of the Enders. Like they have an anime movie that you could watch if you're like really into the lore, and it's a fun game. It's also if you play it, I think they have different difficulty levels, but I remember the game being hard. Once you get it, like you get it, but it's really fast paced. Like you have to think instantaneously, and it's very unforgiving kind of combat. Like all your dodges and everything are in this 360 space. So we'll come back here for a minute. Shark says DokiDoki Literature Club if you want a mindfuck. Starts cute and gets dark and what the fuck. Did you play DokiDoki?
I did, yes. I cosplayed as Yuri from there, and I love DokiDoki.
That's right. You did a cool like Photoshop with it too. Yeah.
That was a really. It is kind of messed up. I would say if you have like depression or anxiety or something, you shouldn't play that game. But it is very fun because it's not. It's just a visual novel. Like I think like the only thing you really do is you have to click words. Because it's a dating sim, so you have to pick the girl that you want to date.
You make selections.
Yeah, and so like when you are in the diary, they're down there like in their little chibi forms, and you have to like pick words to the one girl that you would want to be with, and then like they'll jump up and stuff like that. But the more you give attention to the other girls like start to get like depressed or sad about it, and then just other things happen, and it is intense. Like it gets so intense to the point where like. You have to delete a character out of the game file, and you're like, "Wow, what am I doing?"
You have to do extra, like stuff outside the game that affects the game.
Yeah, like it's pretty intense.
Like you go into the game files and like change the files.
Maybe one of the girls go into like stalker mode, and you can't get rid of her.
Yeah, and that's why the thing for that game is just Monica, because it's just Monica, and then like you have to like go like outside of the game and like delete something, and it's so cool. But it's
that's intense.
But it is so wonderful.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's really good. Like I would say, I have never played a visual novel that breaks the fourth wall so well.
Yeah,
like
you have to get out of the game to delete something from the game,
and it's free. It's free.
Do you have to re-download it after you delete it?
Yeah.
Shark said she had to take a day or so to gather herself afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got some information about the Atelier series from Ani. The Atelier series are JRPGs that have run since PS1 in Japan, PS2 in the West. You play an alchemist who has a goal ranging from saving their Atelier from bankruptcy to saving the world. Turn-based combat, social visual novel elements with befriending party members, and instead of battling for just XP, you battle for materials to craft items, and that's how you progress the story. That sounds pretty in-depth. Does that sound like anything that rings y'all's bells?
Oh, those games. They are very fun. They're very cute.
You've played the Atelier?
Yes.
No, I have not.
I feel like I've seen them about.
Yeah, like you've probably seen them like when you're like at GameStop and you're like, oh, cool, that's a cool game. But I've played them because I'm into those.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're very colorful.
Yes.
And I mean, a lot of anime-based stuff is going to be very colorful. But yeah, that's awesome. So Stacy mentioned, and I was gonna say this for later, but since Stacy mentioned it, this was a game also mentioned by Geekdom from the Take Your Time Gaming Discord, who I asked for some input here. This is a game called Code Vein. Code Vein comes out on Xbox One, PS4, and PC in September of this year. So it's not out yet.
It's pretty.
It looks really nice, yeah.
And crisp.
People affectionately refer to it as Anime Souls. So it is a third-person action game with RPG elements in it that is a lock-on style.
Yeah, I'd play this.
If you're a Dark Souls fan, then you're going to feel at home here. With an anime style.
I don't know why I like this style better than the Dark Souls style.
You like this better than Dark Souls style.
Yep.
And Dark Souls is... I would say is influenced by anime. It's not going to be the same. It's much darker and more realistic. It's not quite as colorful and I don't know. It's fun. It's just
a lot more gothic.
Yeah, it's
very
more
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like that, then you would like Nier Automata, and Nier Automata is 10 times more beautiful. No offense to that game.
Than Code Vein, you mean?
Yeah.
I kind of do want to play Nier Automata.
I haven't seen it.
But Code Vein, I'm super excited about because I will play anything Souls related, reminiscent of Souls. I love it. I like now I'm at a point in my gaming career where I like being challenged by shit. And if I'm just like sort of
That's
rolling
Kuni.
through,
She's very popular.
yeah, I have seen a bit of
Okay.
Nier Automata, and it is absolutely
Yeah.
Is it based off an
Yeah,
anime?
super
Or is it based
No, it's just that.
it's just its own
own
thing,
thing,
right?
yeah.
And besides like the story, or I mean, besides the graphics and
Now
the
they have
characters.
manga and light novels out. But
called?
yeah, now they do.
Okay, I have to check that out.
I'm going to.
So in Code Vein, there is a multiplayer aspect to it. I don't know if the AI, if it is complete co-op. Winvin! Continuing the gift sub from Anisama. Thank you so much, Winvin. Thank you for the subscription.
Oh, woo.
Win, what is your anime rank from 1 to 5? 1 being like,
What's your weeb level?
I will sometimes watch it,
what's your
and
weeb
5
level?
being full weeb.
Tell
Yeah.
us your weeb level.
Tell us. 20. That's what Bree said. Bree said she was
25.
20.
You fit right in, buddy. Well, Steve-O doesn't, but the rest
Over
of us.
9,000.
Over 9,000. Oh, Cal, could you go up and press the far left button under there? I don't know why that clicked, but it clicked. So yeah, we're good. Just that far left one, press it once, and it'll come back.
Personas
don't
are
know why
really
it
fun
did the,
too, though. I
did
wish
pre-
you
I
could
did press
stream
it.
them.
You did press it?
I think, but not press it hard enough.
What do you mean? Why?
I don't think so.
Atlas won't let you stream Persona.
No way.
Yeah, like I think they let you stream
Oh, I didn't know it was in. Okay.
3 months into the game because it goes by months.
Yeah.
But after that, you can't stream, and then like they block out like half of the scenes in that game.
Is that because of there's so many different endings?
So that's crap.
There
First
are
of all,
Wait, what game is
are there
this?
Different endings.
Persona.
Persona 5.
So they won't let you stream it?
Yeah, you can't stream their game,
That's weird.
and then
It's just like spoiler thing.
it is a spoiler thing because there's a lot of twists and turns, and like
Yeah.
you can date the girls, and like they want it to be like a challenge, I guess,
Yeah.
because it is a challenge to
Is
date
it also
the
a
girls in
dating
that
sim?
game. Yeah, it's kind of also a dating sim, but you take every day by day, and then but you have to be cordial with your time. So it's not like you can just be like, cool, I'm gonna go to the metaverse and like fight all day. Like the moment you get done at the metaverse, that's your day, and then you have to go home and you have to go to sleep. But like, let's say you want to study, then you can go study, and then that's for like right when you get out of school, and then when you're done studying, you have some more time in the night, and you can either go hang out with friends or study some more or try to charm someone or just go explore like nightlife.
So
That's
they Ani says that they changed it, that now you just can't stream the end. But is that only if you're streaming it on PS4, like streaming through the PS4,
I don't
or is it
know.
no matter what? Because how would they be able to block that if I'm just streaming it through a capture card? You know what I mean?
I don't know, but they block a lot of their scenes, like when you're playing. Like even if they do have them, like a lot of their scenes are blocked out.
Is it Atlas?
Yeah,
Get
and
your
Atlas
shit
very
together,
strict
Atlas.
about their games, though.
Winvin says just finished the saga of Tanya the Evil, about to start up Evangelion because I hate myself.
Yeah,
I
I
have-
have. Be ready, buddy.
I have not seen.
Prep your body.
I have not seen Evangelion, the original series. I watched the first 3 remake movies and
Awesome.
loved them.
Yeah.
It cracked me up the other day. I laughed so
love
hard because someone was like, "Yeah, I watched him and I totally understood him." I was like, "No, you didn't."
Get
I was like,
the
"What
fuck
are you
out of
talking
here.
about?"
The only reason you're saying you understood them is because you're lying about
I was like, "What are
understanding
you talking about?"
Yeah. So this next suggestion comes to us from Take Your Time Gaming. This is my friend Katie.
Cool.
And she has a YouTube channel called Take Your Time Gaming, and you should go check it out. But
Katie?
this game, do you know Wes? Wes and
Yeah.
Katie? Yeah, it's that Katie.
I didn't know she had a thing.
Yes, she has a thing. Go follow her thing. This is called Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag FE. So what this is an RPG. It came out in 2015 for the Wii U. So if you have a Wii U still sitting around, this is a crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's weird,
I
but
remember
cool.
seeing it, but I never wanted to play it.
And Ani says, I want this game so bad. Win yells, no. No, I know. There are supposed to be elements from both Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei here. And Shin Megami Tensei, by the way, is an RPG series that if you like anime, I bet you would also really enjoy. It's supposed to be hard as absolute balls. So I think Dante from Devil May Cry was in one of the Shin Megami Tensei games. Was it Nocturne on PS2 maybe? I don't have a Wii U. That's why. I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So I don't have Wii U either. It's literally like the only console that I hadn't bought and never really wanted to buy, but I missed out on a couple of gems, and I think this might be one of them. Yeah. But this seems to be sort of like a traditional style RPG. And
it looks like there's a game on the DS.
It looks like a Keyblade.
And they just came out with an anime for it.
Stick.
I think 2 seasons ago, but it's called Conception, and it's kind of like it's a dating sim too, but like you go through like dungeons and stuff. That's what a lot of them are, though. A lot of anime games are you with another girl, and then like you have to like be with them and please them and stuff like that. But then like you fight. That's it. Like I'm not
just
even
like
kidding.
real life.
Because like they came out with an anime about it, and like they have to mate, I guess. To make these children, star children, to fight with them, and then like in the game you just have like all these like little kids like running after you and like.
That's creepy.
And yeah.
Give me more husbandos, says Win. Yeah, what if you play what if you just turned this trope on its head, right? And you had a female main character, you had to please all these dudes.
Trust me, I've been asking for it.
Where the fuck is this game?
I'm asking for it, but you know, it's not gonna happen.
Isn't that daddy game?
No, that's in Dream Daddy. You are a dad and you're trying to date other dads, which I don't know if that's anime style, but it is an animated style. And I have heard that it's an exceptional game.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have to support Game Grumps, okay? I love them.
They're fantastic.
Bought their game.
That's it. And I heard the game's like legit good.
And they just came out. It's on the PS4 now.
It is on PS4?
Yeah.
Okay. Danganronpa is one that Anisama is. That's a visual novel as well, right? Anisama? Win likes the music in Dream Daddy.
Yeah, those are a visual novel.
Oh, and the music in Danganronpa. Gotcha. So this, tell me about Danganronpa, and I'm going to go to our next recommendation. This is from Geekdom, who is also a YouTuber. And Geekdom suggested this game. This game is called Ni no Kuni.
Oh, Ni no Kuni! Oh, the first one or the second one, because they're both really good. They're even coming out with a movie. Y'all don't even know.
Oh.
So it started in 2010. This one right now, the one that we're looking at, I think, is the 2013 PS3 version.
Yes.
So the PS3 version, I think, is a remake of the first one. It's called Wrath of the White Witch, I think. Mm-hmm. It's
super cute.
Right?
It is a pretty traditional style RPG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except
so what do you like about Ni no Kuni?
It's made by the art is paired with the people from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And so a lot of the art is from them. And it's just, the RPG is fun, but like when you go to like the map to walk around, you become like a little chibi. It's super cute. And then like you're walking around on this map and then you fight. And the story, we all know Studio Ghibli has great movies. Right. And so the story is just like so wonderful. It's really pretty. And then it switches back and forth to like the movie in the game, which is like Studio Ghibli. And then the same new one, Ni no Kuni 2, is about Evan, who is like this boy with like cat ears, I guess. Mm-hmm. And he's like a prince. And his story's okay, but it's still like just so beautiful to play. It's just, they're really beautiful games.
So there is a Ni no Kuni game coming out in later this year. In 2019, it will be coming out for everything but the Xbox One. So you can play it on PS4, Switch, PC. If you want to try out this style of game, then that would be your chance. If you want to go back and find like the PS3 version or whatever, you can do it that way too.
I like that
Revenant Kingdom has been brought up by
Revenant Kingdom. Oh, was that a PS2?
I do not know.
PS2?
To the internet.
Kingdom?
We go.
Yeah. I think it is. It is on Steam. Okay. You carry on for hours about Revenant Kingdom. Well, tell me a little bit. Give me the elevator pitch of Revenant Kingdom.
Let me see a picture. I might have seen it before. I think I have it on my wish list.
That's Ni no Kuni 2. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, Ni no Kuni 2. Oh, okay, I see. So while you guys,
that's what Ni no Kuni.
While you guys tell me about Revenant Kingdom, I'm going to go to our next recommendation.
It's very
This
pretty.
is a game called Valkyrie Profile. This was a game on PlayStation 1, and this was recommended by MLU Gaming, who is also a YouTuber. This came out in 2001 on PS1, and it is an RPG. It is sort of like a 2D RPG with some action
It's
elements.
like Final Fantasy style.
I like this art style.
Yeah. And like
if you guys like this, I don't know if y'all have a Switch, but Octopath Traveler is just like this. Like it goes back, like, because it's a newer game. Like I think it came out last year, and it looks like that, and it is a beautiful game.
I got that one on my wish list for
Yeah,
sure.
it's really good.
So Valkyrie Profile blends an anime style with like Norse mythology, and I think that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like that's sort of an area that anime I don't see going very often, and maybe they do go there very often, but I usually don't see it.
No, they really don't. And it's nice though because this season there is an anime out called Vinland Saga, and that is about the Vikings, and it is
cool.
an anime. It's on Prime, and it is wonderful. Like the manga is this big.
Oh, good God!
Each like manga is like that big.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dang.
So Ani does have some information about Danganronpa. It's a horror visual novel set in a high school where a class of kids are kidnapped and pitted against each other in a twisted death game. So half of it is like a whodunit, and the other half is focused on like a bigger mystery. Interesting. And then Wynn is talking about Revenant Kingdom. Basically, you're a boy that gets exiled from his kingdom, and he goes out and you have to help him create a new kingdom. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's the cool part about Ni no Kuni too, because you do get to build your kingdom again. So like you get to like build a castle.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's the cool part about it too.
So this next one was recommended by JB, Just Gravy Baby. This came out in 2008 on PS3, and the fourth iteration is on everything: Switch, Xbox One, PS4, PC, everything. This is a game. This is the original one. This is Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah.
This came out in 2008 on PS3, and I think it's also on Steam now.
Yep.
This is a sort of like a turn-based. It's if you've played like Advance Wars or a tactical game, it's sort of like that.
Yeah.
A little bit, but with some sort of third-person shootery elements. Like you actually have to do the aiming.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I
you have
that.
to, land your shots and take cover and stuff like that. The story is good. It's fine, but the combat is very unique
Very.
and super cool.
Yeah.
Like when you can really like do a lot of placement and thinking and like getting your shots and stuff. It's awesome.
This is one of the games that I bought on my Steam recently during the sale, so I can't wait to play this one.
It's
Hey, morning,
good.
game
They're
guy.
Fun. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I watched the preview for it, and I love the.
Because I think they
That you
just
actually
came
have to
out with
aim.
one. Didn't they just come out with a newer one?
So look up when the first XCOM came. Well, the original XCOM came out like long ago. So this Valkyria Chronicles came out after the original XCOM, but probably before XCOM Enemy Unknown, like the updated
Oh, I mean, I was
version.
just mentioning XCOM just in the sense it's a
Oh,
tactical
well,
game.
Ani said I think it predates XCOM.
The old
okay.
one?
Yeah. Well, the original XCOM came out when I was like in middle school,
says
so that would have been like
1994.
in the 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
And Valkyria
I
Chronicles
wasn't
came
even
out.
born then.
Son of a bitch. Game guy says, "Hi Bree, how are you?" He gave you the hello today, Bree.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm chilling. Just living life.
Yeah, the newer ones.
How are you, game
So
guy?
check out when Enemy Within or Enemy Unknown, I can't remember, came out, because this came out in 2008 on PS3.
What happened to your hand?
What happened to your hand?
Oh, whose hand?
It's okay.
Oh,
you know,
right.
I hurt my hand at work too. I gave myself a blood blister.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
I just kept. I did want to pop it, but my sister wouldn't let me. And then I was like, "Can I bite it?" She was like, "No."
Just get a needle.
No, you
So-
just let it heal.
Yeah, she told me to just let it do its thing.
Let's talk a little bit about, because I'm going to have some questions for you guys after. Let's talk about a couple of games that are actually based on actual anime. So I have a couple of recommendations for you guys.
Okie-dokie.
And then let me know if you guys have some too. This is a game called Fist of the North
I
Star.
can tell by the animation.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Fist of the North Star
Look
Lost
at those
Paradise.
triceps, bro.
And this is
Gosh,
a
dang.
game made by the Yakuza team. So the game plays like a Yakuza game, but it is super over the fucking top. I mean, Yakuza's over the fucking top.
Oh yeah.
And this game takes that and adds like
It does look like
gore.
Women. It
to
does look
it.
like JoJo a little bit.
I was gonna say
JoJo's a
yeah.
lot more fabulous.
Yeah, but JoJo's a lot more fabulous. But I love me some JoJo. That's one of my favorite animes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say they're that fabulous. They're just okay with their masculinity. They're just chilling.
Just chilling.
They
Yeah.
like shoulder pads.
I think they're chill. You know, everyone's just trying to pose and stuff.
So you guys will get to see a little bit of combat here. I watched Take Your Time Gaming play a little bit of this, and it's just bonkers. So it
Okay,
you know,
kind of street fighting kind of.
a little bit, yeah. If you've played Yakuza, it's going to feel a little familiar. Here's the strike.
Yes.
Here we go. There's the crucifixion strike. And then he explodes into fucking blood and guts.
That dude won't fight back.
Right. I don't know how the story is. I have not experienced the story. I do not know anything about Fist of the North Star as an anime. But I do know that this game looks fucking rad.
I feel like these games are pretty fun. If you like Naruto's games are like this too, and they're really fun.
Oh, bloody
Why did it even blow up?
So as far as Naruto goes, I did have a specific Naruto suggestion from Geekdom. This came out on PS3 and 360 in 2012. It's a fighting game called Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations.
It's so good.
First of all, get your titles in fucking order, Naruto. That's crazy. 2, this was described to me as someone, if you're not super familiar with the plot of Naruto, this is a good jumping off point because it sort of covers a lot of bases.
Yeah,
That's what I heard too.
And is a fun fighting game.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun. It's just really chill. And I enjoy it. It looks pretty. Like, it was one of those few games, like, back in the day that was like an anime game when you were like, wow, this actually looks, like, decent. Like, it's not hideous.
But like with the game, you're actually playing through like the early storyline of Naruto.
Yeah, it's like the Dragon Ball Z games. Like, what is it? Because, like, all the Dragon Ball Z games are just redone of the freaking
But they're
series.
great.
Pretty much.
Because, like, even the new one, what is it, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? That is
Yeah.
literally just the retelling
Right.
of Dragon Ball Z for, like, the 6th time in a video game.
But done right.
Which was the DBZ game that you played recently that you really liked?
The fighting game?
The
Oh,
Z
Dragon Ball Z
Fighters?
Fighters?
Z Fighters.
That's a hard one.
It's a
That one's
hard.
fucking
It's a hard
awesome.
I
fighting
stopped
game.
playing that game because it's so hard.
Okay,
It's
so
boss. I
so
don't
if
know.
you are into anime and you're into DBZ,
Like 3 characters.
Fighter Z is good, but it's just hard as shit.
It's fucking hard as shit.
Yeah.
It's like knowing the combos, knowing how to hit them, knowing everything. It's like super hard, knowing when to switch interchange. It's like so intimate of like knowing your specific moves. Like it's.
can you be
hard.
intimate with the people in game?
No.
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 Only right here, buddy.
That's a bummer. Oh yeah, Game Guy cut his hand on a circular blade recently. He slid his hand across a metal band and sliced the end of. Buddy.
Get your stay away from sharp things, man.
And it also says Xenoverse 2 was great.
Yeah.
Xenoverse 2
Yeah.
is like the RPG.
Yeah, like you can make your own character and stuff like that, and then you can go online and fight with other people.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
So also, I don't have video of it, but I played with Sam. We actually streamed it a little bit. If you like Berserk, if you're a Berserk fan, there's a game on PS4 called Band of the Hawk, and it's basically a retelling of Berserk in the Musou,
Yeah.
like the Dynasty Warriors.
That's the name of the. That's the name of the. Isn't that the name of the thing in Berserk? Because he's the hawk.
It is the Band of the Hawk is what
Yeah.
he's part of in Berserk.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if you like just sort of hack and slashy that warrior style game like Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, check out Band of the Hawk. But this one specifically, this game I played after watching Berserk for the first time in college. I watched Berserk for the first time, and then I checked out this. Is called Sword of the Berserk Guts Rage. This is only available on Dreamcast. So you have to find an emulator or find a Dreamcast to play this. This predates Devil May Cry by about a year, and it's kind of Devil May Cry-esque.
Yeah.
It plays
It looks like it.
like you think
looks hard.
It's close.
That looks trippy as fuck.
It is difficult. It is pretty brutal. It picks up. I think it's between if you're into the manga, it's between chapters 22 and 23 where this takes place. And if you just watch the anime, I believe this takes place a little bit after the anime because
He goes in that little realm.
Casca
I don't remember.
Casca is like she's like she doesn't talk, like she's just sort of floating around and you're protecting her. So I think she's already been
Man, he's so
like,
bad.
you know.
This looks so hard.
But yes, this game, if you can find it, Emperor Cusco. It was Cusco. And that Guts is protecting. Okay, so yeah, those are some of the ones. So I've got some questions for you guys.
Yeah.
First of all, is there a game based on an anime that we didn't cover that you think that you recommend?
No. I tell anyone not to play Sword Art Online games. They're terrible.
Okay.
Don't ever touch them.
Don't touch Sword Art
Yeah,
Online.
some anime games just don't do well.
Yes.
The
they
animated
don't.
series itself was great, but
So would you say Devil May Cry is an anime influenced game? Because there is a Devil May Cry anime that came out after the games. But would you say that it was influenced by anime, or is it like Dark Souls, where it's more gothic and because
I would
Devil May
just say
Cry
it's
is
a
a-
Japanese-based game. I wouldn't say it's an anime-based.
not anime so much?
Yeah.
But it's a little bit over the top though. It's a little bit
For sure.
sillier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Dark Souls is not silly at all. It is completely serious.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry is a little wacky, like a little
Yeah.
Ninja
him
Turtles.
and Bayonetta. Yeah.
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 So, how would you say Monster Hunter has, like, if you're an anime fan, would you find joy in Monster Hunter World? Monster Hunter World.
I think not. It doesn't peg me as like anime. It pegs me as in like
Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy meets Dark Souls. Okay. You're killing big monsters and then you're collecting shit.
Okay.
Because I think there's like a difference between anime and then just a Japanese style video game.
Sure, yes.
Because a lot of people put them to be the same, but they're not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a big difference. Because, like, I would say Monster Hunter is like, cool, I'm kind of feeling Kingdom Hearts and kind of like Final Fantasy. And I get so much freedom and all this character customization. And that's what I would refer it to. But then they go and they make like an anime off of them and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say they're anime based. I think anime based games would be more like maybe like Gravity Rush. Like we didn't really talk about that one.
Oh yeah, Gravity Rush
but like
is
Gravity
cool.
Rush
Yeah.
or like any of the
Gravity Rush was the PSP game, right?
Yeah.
Where you walk on different, like you shift the gravity. And
yeah, it's a pretty weird game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they came out with the second one here recently. Like I would say that one's more anime like based and looking
Influenced.
because you have like a cat that is the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say that would be more of it.
So Ani does say that there are a couple of Monster Hunter clones called God Eater and Tokiden, and they are more anime feeling.
Well, isn't God Eater an anime?
And when
God
Vince-
Eater is an anime.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen it. I'm like, maybe it's based off of that.
And Dauntless also. Dauntless is a free-to-play sort of Monster Hunter clone, and it's more animated. Like it has
Right.
more
It
of a
looks
cartoon
like
feel to
Fortnite.
it. It does.
It's
look a bit
made
like
by
Fortnite.
some of the old people. Like some people left Riot. Some other games have made that one. Yeah.
Game Guy says Rise of the Shield Hero would be a great single-player game.
Oh, I don't know if God Eater was an anime first or not, but I do know that there's both.
So here's my question then: what is an anime that needs a game? What would you love
Are you
to
thinking
see?
Soul Eater, Cal?
No, God Eater is an actual anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I've
God
seen it.
Eater is-
It's an actual anime, but
Okay. Has Nier been brought up? Yes, Nier Automata specifically was what Bree brought up earlier.
What is in a game that needs an anime?
No, an anime that needs a game.
An anime
Think of
that
an anime series you love that you would love to play as a game. So I'll start. I would love to see Kojima do a Ghost in the Shell stealth espionage game.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a legit
That would be
action
really
stealth
pretty.
game from Ghost in the Shell made by Kojima
Yes.
would be just, oh God. Sign me the fuck up.
I want the dungeon portion of the game from the anime. How to pick up girls in the dungeon.
I haven't watched that.
Like an
one.
actual
I
dungeon
want the
crawler.
actual dungeon.
That
like,
is such a good anime.
it's a great anime, but I would love.
Did you know the second season started?
Of course I do. Thank you.
He's got. You
already
called him
said
the
the
two earlier.
You
He's
called him
got
the
to stand up
queen
for
here.
himself.
Thank you. But
I'm
thank you,
just
Bree.
like-
You gotta raise his stature a little
right?
bit.
Maybe.
probably enjoy
we'll
Dungeon
see.
5.
The dungeon itself just seems really freaking cool, and I like because like you kill all these monsters, then you have like an end boss at each dungeon, and then you go further and further down. Like there's like safe spots. Like I think it's really cool.
So it's just a dungeon crawler, just straight, just go.
But
as
like
far
you
as
earn
can.
gold, and then all of a sudden like your god like upgrades your ability.
Yeah,
Shark
'cause
says-
you,
Shark
'cause you
says-
have to pick a god and like you have to
That's-
pick a house.
if they made it into a
nice.
game, that will be really cool. If they made all the houses, and you could choose what house you wanted, and then you could party with other players. Like that'd be really cool.
Because they're the
And
like
just-
Greek gods.
the Greek gods, right?
And so like you pick that house, like I think like the main boy's is Hestia.
Yep.
She's the goddess Hestia. And so like she'll on his back is his stats.
Okay.
And she'll like upgrade him and then
Depending on how far you do,
Yeah.
like, and you get different upgrades.
That would
So I
be
think,
a really
I think it'd
cool
be a
game.
really cool game.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shark says that you just want a hentai game.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
If I got you a hentai game, you'd play it.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
You got me a game, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I mean, if
So
you went to the
regardless of
trouble
the
of
game
thinking
you
of
buy
it,
me-
it would be rude of you not to
Well,
play it.
if
It would
we
be
get
rude
a
of you not to
list.
play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Game Guy says One Punch Man. He would like to see that as a game.
Yeah.
Super easy.
All right, just one punch everyone.
I feel like
Quick time event base.
Or also the other one is it is more H, but we're at the Dragon Fist and he turns into a dragon. High school like DxD.
high school. Dude, that's
Make it-
straight up hentai.
No, it's not.
That is
It is
an
not.
ecchi anime.
It is ecchi. It is not hentai.
High School of the Dead.
up.
That's fucking
that.
easy as fuck.
No, because you don't know what the part I'm getting to, where they're doing like the class combat.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, no, the class combat part of the hentai.
Hmm.
You know?
Every girl has the hugest freaking. Oh Oh my god. High School
Just because it's
DxD,
etchy doesn't mean it doesn't have cool portions about it.
Dude, that anime uncensored is hentai.
Yeah.
But it's censored.
So
Oh,
Winvin says
With,
the
like,
Full Metal
straps
Alchemist
and
game. There have been FMA games, but we need a better FMA game.
I was thinking My Hero FMA. No,
Full Metal
no.
Alchemist.
Oh yes, I do. Okay, so I played the original, or I played the one on what is it, like Nintendo
Why would there be a
64 or
game
something
about
like
that?
that,
That'd be
or what did it originally come out on? Because I played that Full Metal Alchemist game, and I thought it was kind of shitty when I first got it. I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
I just remember being
Yeah, he
that.
said, yikes.
Yeah. Like I wish.
When
like,
is she?
I
When
don't
finish it?
think My Hero Academia has a game. They have a fighting game. Not like the actual like RPG or whatever, but they do have a
Makes
fighting
sense.
game.
Why there'd be a fighting game.
And it's really fun, except All Might's just like really OP.
Of course.
Ani says, I would love an updated Berserk game, either made by Team Yakuza or Team Souls. I think a Souls-style Berserk game would be wicked awesome. That'd be so good.
Yeah.
My Boston,
Wicked,
my
wicked,
Boston
wicked
came
awesome.
out there. Be wicked ass.
Wicked ass.
The Yakuza games are just good. I just bought Judgment, made by the same people, and Judgment's pretty good.
Game Guy wants to watch an anime called Casshern Sins.
Cash in.
That was a live-action movie, wasn't it, originally?
What movie?
Casshern?
Cash in. That's an old anime.
I don't think it's well, I think that originally it was a live-action movie, or maybe a CG movie. Yeah, I like FMA, but Vic
You know
not
what
so
games
much.
I
You know what
heard
they
Vic
should-
did some
It's more
very
of an
bad
American
things.
show, but you want to know what they should have made a game about? Like a good game about? Do you remember the show Reboot?
Yeah.
That would have
Hell
been
yeah.
sick.
Wow, y'all were both so excited.
I've never seen Reboot. I just heard
I
of it.
watched all of them.
Judgment is high on my radar too, Ani.
I guess I would say one of my like out of my top 10 list, maybe like number 8 is Code Kiosk, and I really like that anime, and I would really like that to be a game.
Oh yeah. That is really.
So let me ask you guys, what's a game that needs an anime? What's a game that you would like
Nier
to?
Automata.
Because Nier Automata needs an anime.
She for
Yeah.
sure does.
Castlevania has an anime.
Persona
Devil May
has an
Cry
anime.
has an anime. Persona has an anime. A lot of like the RPGs do, like Tales.
They could have made one with Final
Tale
Fantasy
series has
VII
an
and
anime.
Final
And,
Fantasy.
and Win also is with you, Bree. Win
Oh,
Nier
yeah.
Automata.
Yeah, Nier
Because
Automata.
Final Fantasy, they pretty much have a movie.
Ooh, a Gravity
Like,
Falls
all
game
of
would be a lot of
theirs.
fun.
Gravity Falls would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a game that like I would love to see a Metal Gear Solid anime. Again, I'm sort of you can see
That
where
would
I'm
be
at
pretty
here
good, though.
with my Ghost in the Shell Kojima,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then I want an anime on Metal Gear Solid. I think that'd be
we
super
know you
good.
like Kojima.
I do.
Praise
I
him.
like Kojima. I like Kojima. Praise the Kojima.
He's so cute. He makes me
I'm
happy.
still trying to think what I would want like an anime.
Yeah. What's would you watch a League of Legends anime?
I
Story based
absolutely.
mobile
They have
anime.
Absolutely. They
I
have a
really
manga
didn't
right
like
now.
that game, and that was the only reason I tried
Their
that out
lore is
was because
ridiculous.
their trailer they came out was one specifically that was all anime, and I was like,
That's
cool.
because they've made.
I guess I'll try it.
They've made a story right now about Lux, and it's a manga created by Marvel.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
Marvel has made their comic book,
saw
and it would be awesome if it was animated in something. And if you do like good story and good lore, the League of Legends lore is pretty insane.
Nah, I'm probably not gonna get any further. I tried to
Just
play that
letting
game
you know.
forward. I got on there and I was like, oh, cool. This is it. I like this anime trailer. Let me give this game a try. And
I
was like,
still play their
no.
cancer game. Join me, Winvin. Join me in the cancer game, please. Join me.
Ooh, Cowboy Bebop or like, Space Dandy.
Yeah,
Space
Cowboy
Dandy
Space-
would be so fun.
Cowboy Bebop Space Ops, like Mass Effect style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop game
That would be
be
really
great,
fun.
right?
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know, like Red Dead Redemption with like Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of an
But in
open world
space.
space game,
Yeah.
open universe space game.
Yeah, that'd be
Ooh.
kind of
Space. I was gonna say that, Oni. Oh my God, you're in my fucking head. Space Dandy.
Wow, I literally just
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah. Oh God.
Offended.
Let's see, did we miss it? Game Guy clarified Casshern Sins
What
was
game
a
is
70s
it?
anime, and then the live action movie was a
I did say it was an
Okay.
anime. Yeah, get fucked.
We fit.
Stop, I'm dead.
We fit the movie.
like an anime stuff. No, it's like, you
Or
know,
anime, I'm sorry.
those like Saturday morning like workout videos where it's like a 30-minute
Yeah.
like exercise, but it's just an anime form. But because it's so like jerky and anime style, like you can't even
There's an
follow
anime
it. You're
about
just like,
working out
There
right
is.
now.
I was gonna say.
It's
That
so
you-
great. I love it so much.
do you work out
Oh, you should
while
watch
watching
it.
the anime, or do you just watch like?
You just
Can
watch-
you follow along and do the workouts? No.
Give me them hot body shots, booty shots of that android. Yeah.
Calvin watches some jerky anime. You know what I meant. Cowboy Bebop, Red Dead Redemption, Serenity, Crazy Bits. Yeah, I think that's all like really
Put it in
good
and just give
stuff.
Jerky anime? What do you define as jerky? Like,
Hentai.
is there mean people in these animes?
No, there's like, I think it's
Why do you read
masturbatory.
jerky as
Like
that?
beef jerky. I think they mean like beef turkey
It's about
jerky.
meat? We're gonna eat some meats?
Yeah, beef
I'm not
jerky
eating some beef
style
jerky. Who's
anime.
down for beef?
Hey,
Spicy?
question. Okay,
What's
beef
good
jerky.
jerky?
Yeah. Teriyaki, original, or peppered? Where you go?
Oh, we're going with peppered. Maybe a bit teriyaki though.
Not peppered.
I'm gonna go teriyaki though with you. Is it
Peppered.
peppered? Do you eat beef jerky?
Oh
Brie?
no, I don't like beef jerky.
No, not at all.
Ugh,
None of
no.
it.
Mm-mm,
Okay.
No, tried. Because I was like, cool, I'm gonna try protein. I'm gonna try a new protein thing. I'm gonna do beef jerky because I hate protein bars. And then I was like, and protein milk, it's nasty. So I was like, cool, I'll try beef jerky. Disgusting.
Winman says, if you guys have heard of Trauma Team, I'd be hella down to watch a drama like that. Trauma Team. Is that a medical anime?
Is that like a drama
medical
about
show?
teens?
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Trauma Team, not teen. Yes, it's a Wii game.
Oh, so
Trauma Center?
Trauma Center, yeah.
The surgery one? Is that it? Anyway, this has all been fantastic, guys. If you are hanging out on Twitch, continue to hang out with us because we're gonna keep chatting. For anybody that wants to keep chatting, can keep chatting. And if you guys need to go, then go. But if you are watching us
have to go
on
see my wife.
YouTube, waifu.
Yes, I have to go see her.
If you're watching on YouTube and watching and listening to our audio portion of the podcast, this is the last thing that we're gonna do tonight. This is going to the fan can, and look, Shark got us little garbage.
Little garbage can.
I saw
Little
those.
trash can.
Isn't this fucking sweet? Oh yeah. Oh, Trauma Center for DS and Trauma Team for the Wii. Phoenix Wright is also a strong one we missed. That's true.
See,
That's true.
whenever I think of somebody doing that, what game are they quoting?
Alex, pull one out at random.
I don't know, it sounds kind of
and
weird. The weightlifting anime is called How
read
Heavy Are
away.
Your Dumbbells,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh, so Steven might get the reference. Other people might get the reference. We're like, oh yeah. What's that from?
BioShock?
Nope.
Duke Nukem?
StarCraft?
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. The Marines in StarCraft when they're hitting the stamina.
I've never played StarCraft.
Stim
Oh
pack.
yeah. Stem packs.
Revved up and ready.
So if you guys want to add a question, by the way, to the fan can, tweet us at Gutternerds using hashtag FanCan, or you can redeem your nerd cred to add questions to the fan can if you're watching on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
So, Steve-O,
Yeah.
our question of the day
Sure.
is, when is the Steve-O's cereal coming to Saturday Morning Retro?
Oh, Steve O's cereal?
Cereal. Yeah.
Okay.
Steve-O's. We can make some Steve-O's.
Steve-O's.
What would they look like?
They would have to be
Just
blue.
blue.
Right,
They're blue.
They gotta be blue.
Is it just like blue? Would there be marshmallows in it? Is it all just like blue cornflakes?
They'd be blue and white.
with
because you are
marshmallow
pale.
Well, I am pale
controllers.
as
Because
shit,
you are
true.
pale as
What is
shit.
it, like white cornflakes with blue marshmallows in it?
Yeah.
Like
And it makes blue milk.
marshmallow controllers.
Cheerios with
love
blue
that.
food coloring. Stevie-O's.
Gross.
I like Stevie-O's. Yeah.
Stevie-O's.
If you guys made a cereal about yourself, what would it be? What would
Cookies and
Brio's
cream.
be? Cookies and cream. Oh, that's so cute. I get it. That's adorable. That's fantastic. I love Oreo is my favorite shit in the whole world.
Good,
It's good with
man.
everything.
You could-
Oh man.
Oh, you know
Or
those
is it
like
yogurt or anything? It's just so great.
the punishments where they like subject people to like their favorite thing, like to the point that they can't do it anymore. That wouldn't work with me with Oreos. I would just eat them until I literally die.
Yeah, I would just be like, can I have milk?
Yeah.
Can I just have milk? Well, I would be like, I don't
You
like
get
the, I
Oreos
don't like the
dry.
milk.
Oh, Shark
don't like
misses
the milk.
Shark misses Oreos. Shark is gluten free at the for medical reason, and
Oh, okay.
she brought gluten free Oreos once, or maybe we brought her. I can't remember gluten free Oreos once when she came to one of the podcasts a couple years ago, and the gluten free ones are awful. They're so bad.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
They're
the
no
low-fat
good.
Oreos are disgusting.
So I've had like Oreo brand reduced fat Oreos,
Yeah.
and those I really couldn't tell the difference. But you didn't like them?
No, did not. They were
Interesting.
gross. But I just like pure Oreos. They're just...
What would be the Jam and Amons, the cereal, the Jam and Amos?
Man, I was trying to think. Like, I don't know.
Let's start with flavors.
Maybe like one of those cereals with like the granola in it.
Yeah.
Granola and flakes.
Okay. real crunchy.
Real
Like a crunchy kind of cereal.
Yeah, I like those kinds of cereals.
Feeling it?
Like a crunchy, mellow vibe.
Yeah.
I get
Like,
it. I
you
get
like
it, yeah.
life cereal with some granola.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
What you got, Cal?
Just raw meat in a bowl.
Callous.
Jesus Christ!
Pure protein for breakfast.
Protein. Sundown comes out. Let's do his commercial.
Follow me.
Commercial.
It'd be like that crow milk from like It's Always Sunny. Oh my god. It's milk and beef.
Oh no, the milk steak.
It's milk steak, yeah. They basically made milk steak a cereal.
Gross.
Sawdust and rosemary for Genkai. A Gretzko protein. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So, guys, the next stream is going to be Wednesday night. Sam and I are continuing our co-op playthrough of Ashen, so if you want to watch us play that. The next podcast is next week, and the podcast title is What Game Should I Stream? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about games that we would like to see on stream. If you are just starting out, maybe what's a good game to get you going, or if you've been streaming for a while and you're kind of stuck and you want some game recommendations, like what are good games to stream?
The original
Fresh
Kirby.
stuff.
Okay, well,
just-
we don't have. We'll skip next week then because Cal just answered it. So it's all
Just
good.
Kirby for the fat boy.
Oh yeah, hook that up. Yeah, let me stream that. How the hell are you even gonna hook that up?
I want Kirby from the fat boy.
But if
It's
you're,
on the Switch. If you pay Nintendo, but download Nintendo Direct.
oh yeah, the online Nintendo online thing.
Yeah, Kirby's on there.
So if you're watching
Played
on
it.
Twitch,
It's cute. I never played before, and it was really fun.
feel free to hang out with us. We'll keep chatting with you. Otherwise, this is where we leave you. My name is Steve-O.
Corporate Cal.
I'm Amon, jamming Amon.
Bree Senpai.
We'll see you next week.